Hey guys, it's Mo and welcome to my TBR video for the month of July. I don't know if you noticed, but I did skip doing one for the month of June. I just never got around to doing it. I just didn't feel like doing it because most of the books I was reading for the month of June were just carryovers from May that I didn't get to, so I didn't really want to just be repeating myself the same books, which is good because some of those books are still going to be going on to this TBR video for the month of July. So let's get into the books I'm going to be reading. Also, I did want to mention I'm going to be participating in the Reading Rush readathon. So the books I'm going to be reading for that aren't going to be in this TBR video. For that specific week-long readathon, I'm going to make a separate TBR video for that of me choosing the books because I want to wait a little bit until it's a little closer because right now it's still about 3 weeks away. So I want to wait till it's a little bit closer so I can then decide what I'm in the mood and what I feel like reading. Also for that readathon, I am hopefully, fingers crossed, going to be doing a reading vlog for that week. I haven't done a reading vlog in so long and I don't know how exactly it's going to work with how much I'm working right now, but we'll see. I'll try to make it happen and we'll see what happens. But anyway, let's get to the books I'm planning on reading for most of July. The first 3 books that I'm going to show you guys are ones that I have started already and I'm just carrying over from the past 2 months. The first one is New Daughters of Africa by, well, this is edited by Margaret Busby. There's a whole bunch of women authors in here. It's an international anthology of writing by women of African descent, and I've been reading this book, I don't know, for some months now. I kind of took a break from it for the past, I would say 2 months. But I'm currently on page 312. It's a little bit of an intimidating book because it is so large. It's about 1,000 pages, and every few pages where each piece of writing from each author is only a few pages long. So it can get a bit tiring if you're trying to read so much over really quickly, so I decided to take a break, but I do want to return to this month. I don't know if I'll finish it, but I would like to get a good chunk of it read. Then another book that I have not finished yet is The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins. I remember I had such a dream that I was going to read this all the first day it even came out. That did not even happen. I didn't even get the book because I pre-ordered it on the Waterstones edition, and I didn't even receive it until a couple weeks after it had published, and then by then I kind of had lost my steam of wanting to read the book really quickly and review it. So I currently started it. I had a ebook checked out from the library and I did not really get too far. I'm only on page 80 and this is a really long book. It's 500 pages, so it's pretty long for a young adult book. So this one I want to continue with at some point during this month. And then the last one that I've started but haven't finished is The Office, The Untold Story of the Greatest Sitcom of the 2000s by Andy Green. This one I am about 80 pages in as well. This one I want to listen to, I think, on audiobook, so I'm on hold for this one at the library, so we'll see. I don't know if my hold is going to come through this month, so my reading this book is kind of going to be dependent on if I get the audiobook for this or not. Unless I feel like returning back to the physical book, but I don't know. When you're having, because there's a lot of interviews and stuff with different people, and I feel like that format would just be better as an audiobook for me instead of reading it physically. The next book I'm planning on reading is the only one that I don't own a physical copy of, so I'll show you guys a picture of it here, and it's called The Ones We Choose by Julie Clark. This one is not one that I chose myself, but I recently just joined a book club over Zoom, and this is the 3rd book I think that we're going to be reading, and someone else had chosen this book. I don't even really know exactly what it's about, but looking at it here on Goodreads, we're following a woman and she takes one of those DNA tests, the 23andMe one, and I guess maybe she's going to find out something of her past because of all this is going on. I don't really fully know, so I have to read this book for the book club. I think the book club meeting is on the 24th or something like that of July, so by that date I have to have this book read. Then I have 4 books that are, I think they were on my May TBR. If I had made a June one, they would have been on that too. Still haven't gotten to them, so we're gonna try again for July, and that is How Beautiful We Were by Mbolo Ambu. This one is the author of Behold the Dreamers. I think I've talked about this multiple times, but I received this ARC for it and I still want to get to it. I think it's already been published now as of June, but I just was not really reading a lot of physical books in the month of June, mainly just audiobooks, so I I don't know, my attention just hasn't been there to sit down for a long period of time and read physical books, but hopefully that'll change in July. This book is set in a fictional African town a fictional African village, and it's following people who are living in fear amid environmental degradation wrought by an American oil company. And then another book that I was sent for review that I have not gotten to yet is Twisted, The Tangled History of Black Hair Culture by Emma DeBerry. This one isn't even that long, so I feel like I should really be able to finish this. It's like 200 something pages. I'm also on hold for this at the library, so hopefully the audiobook will come through for this. I don't think it's very long, so I'm really hoping I get the audiobook for this one. Then a book that I didn't get to for the past few months because I just felt like it was a little too dense for me and what my brain capacity has been at for the past couple months is the next in the Toni Morrison collection that I have, and that is Song of Solomon. I don't know too much about this one. I just like to go into Toni Morrison's books not really knowing too much about the plot so that I'm not accidentally spoiled for anything. Then we have a fantasy book, one I've mentioned way too many times I just need to get to already, and that's The Fifth Season by N.K. Jemisin. This one is so loved by so many people, and I just need to get to it already. As you can see right behind me, I have the other two books in the series as well, ready to go. So kind of something I want to do each month until the end of the year is to read a fantasy book by a Black author. So I want to read one book a month of that. So this series should technically take me like 3 months. And then after that, I want to read, it's somewhere behind me, The Rage of Dragons by Evan Winters, because I think the sequel to that comes out in like November. So it'd be like perfect timing by then. So yes, I need to get to this one already. And so then I was trying to see what I could find that was readily available at my library as far as ebooks go that I own, because I'm really trying to focus on reading books that are on my shelves. So my goal is to get that number to be below 200 by the end of the year. So that means I need to be reading books that I own. So two that I found that were available, I have actually, as of right now, they're checked out from my library, are Black Fortunes by Shomari Wills. This one tells the story of the first 6 African Americans who, after slavery, went on to become millionaires, and I really am interested in this one. I'm watching the show Self-Made on Netflix right now, and that one is following the story of Madam C.J. Walker, and she's one of the ones that's talked about in here, so I'm really interested in seeing like what they kind of embellished and changed around a little between what was actually fact and then, you know, they add stuff in TV shows and adaptions and stuff. So I'm really interested in getting to this one. This one I don't think is too long of an audiobook either. And then the other one I got as an audiobook was Night Film by Marisha Pessel. I've been wanting to read this book forever and see what the hype is about. I believe it's a mystery book. It's called part family drama, part horror movie, and jigsaw puzzle. This one has like multimedia elements in it, so I'm probably gonna have to go back and forth between listening to the audiobook and looking at the actual pictures and stuff of what's going on in the book, but I think that that could be a fun experience. So those are most of the books I'm going to try and get to for the month of July. As always, I'm sure there'll be some I don't get to, and I'm always trying to have an audiobook going, so I only have like 2, I think, audiobooks, like for sure, and normally I can listen to 1 or 2 audiobooks a week, just depending on how long they are. So I'm sure there will be more audiobooks that I'm going to be talking about once I finally get to my July wrap up. So that's it for this video. Let me know, I just posted a couple of days ago my standalone review for More Myself by Alicia Keys, and I got a lot of positive feedback that you guys like standalone book reviews. So if any of these books that I mentioned that you are interested in seeing a standalone review on, let me know. I'm not guaranteeing I will actually do it, but at least I'll think about it and I'll know that there's interest in a video like that. Let me know what you guys are planning on reading down below. Also, let me know if you guys are going to be participating in the reading rush. I'm super excited. It's like one of the only annual readathons that I participate in every year, so I'm really excited for that. And that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.